What's up, Far Out fam? Jolanne here with Far Out Tiny Homes. Today I'm awfully close to the camera because I'm having audio issues and I wanted to get this information out to you as soon as possible, so I hope it sounds okay. Leave me a comment, let me know. I'm literally just working with my Sony audio because my transmitter and receiver decided to not work today. They took the day off, so that's cool. They were talking about parking in Vermont. Man, this was a tough go. I literally searched for a week and a half, and that's why the video was late, because I could barely find any. However, I found five whole places throughout the entire state. So we're gonna have a little powwow after I break down these places that are tiny home friendly. But first, let's set up some ground rules. So, this is all seasonal parking. I know, I could not find any long-term parking. But I could find monthly, I could find seasonal. Now, everything that is seasonal related, which is every site I'm going to list here during this video, the opening day starts about the beginning of May, and then the availability will run through about mid-October. So you can probably put the pieces together. These are all campsites. They are gorgeous. Vermont is friggin' beautiful. I honestly, I saved my very, very favorite campsite for last, so I'm excited to share that with you because this is a place like I would definitely go check out. I was totally blown away. And I was also blown away that there's no parking. I mean, what's going on? So we're gonna get into that a little bit, and hopefully we can help each other and figure out how to make the movement move in Vermont, because it's kind of stagnant. So let's talk parking. The first city we are headed to is Colchester, Vermont. I got two communities for you. The first community is called Lone Pine Campsites. This seems to be more skewed towards family recreation. Seems like they have a lot of like outdoor basketball, volleyball, those kind of activities, fire pits, tennis courts, barbecue pits. It kind of looked like the place you would go and have a family reunion. So if you are kind of looking for something in that realm, this would be a great place for you. They have 50 amp electric service available and water and sewer. So standard fare when it comes to all the hookups. The only thing I didn't like, which it's hard to complain because there are so few places that actually accept tiny homes, so I don't want to like throw shade at any of these. But the only thing that I wasn't super into was the fact that the campsites are like stacked one on top of the other. So it didn't look like you have a lot of room to stretch out. But if that doesn't bother you, I would definitely check out Lone Pine Campsites. Their rates vary, so you gotta call in. But as always, on my Park It PDF, I will make sure that I update the section in Vermont and all the links will be there. So we're still staying in Colchester. We're gonna go to Mallets Bay Campground. This is a cool site. They have daily, weekly, monthly, and then seasonal rates available. They have all the standard fare hookups. They did have 20, 30, and 50 amp service, which I thought was pretty cool. And then your water and your sewer if you need it. One thing that stood out about this property, it is literally right across the street from a beautiful lake called Lake Champlain. So if you live in Vermont, my guess is you know this lake. It looks gorgeous, it looks clean, it looks like a fun place. So if you have memories or if you've been to Lake Champlain, let us know in the comments. Tell us what you like about the area. Vermont is now a bucket list state for me because I was just blown away by all the scenic beauty. Now we're headed to Fairfax, Vermont. In Fairfax, there is a camping community called Maple Grove. The first thing that stood out to me about this particular area was the website. Super easy to navigate. All of the information is published right there. And they too have the daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal rates. The monthly rates are $825 plus electric, which I like that they broke that component down. So as you're budgeting, if you want to do, a seasonal stay in Maine, I gotta come up with $825 plus electric every month. All right, now we're headed to Virgins, which I promise you all, I did look how to pronounce this city name, and I watched this video with like 50 people pronouncing Virgins, and so I hope I have done it justice and I'm not upsetting anybody by pronouncing it wrong, but if I did, just let me know how to say it, but I'm pretty sure I'm on anyway. Let me know, yay, nay, yay, nay, I don't know. So we are headed to the River's Edge Cottages and RV Park. They do have their rates published, which I love, $290 a week or $1,000 a month, and it didn't say if that was inclusive of electric. So when you call in to get some more information about this place, I would definitely ask that question. So one standout feature about this little campsite community was that all of the campsites except for one are seasonally rented. So that means you have the same neighbors from May all the way through October, which I thought was really cool. They do offer one transient campsite, and I think the minimum stay is 2 days. So if you were curious about maybe staying there, spending a season there, maybe this summer you go and check it out for 1 or 2 nights in preparation for next summer. Because I want to say also that their 2022 season is already completely booked. It looks like a really cool site and all the standard fare hookups. And I just really like that your neighbors are going to be your neighbors for a season. I thought that that was such a clever approach. It kind of, it kind of doesn't make the area accessible to like a ton of different people, which is a good thing for us tiny home dwellers because we don't always want new neighbors every single night. All right, now I saved the best for last. This is actually a campground on the bucket list, because this place looks so rad. So if you have been there, please let me know in the comments. Let me know your favorite places to camp, your favorite campsites, what you did, why you did it, how you liked it, and anything else you want to tell me. So we are headed to Arlington, Vermont, to a place called Camping on the Baton. This camping community opens April 22nd, and then they close down October 10th. So it's a little bit earlier of an opening date, a little bit earlier of a closing date. So keep that in mind as you're planning. They do offer monthly rates. Now I didn't see if there were seasonally rates available, and they didn't have any of their rates published. What I loved about this place is, oh my gosh, the scenic beauty. It is crazy. This whole site is over 40 plus acres, so it is massive. There are 2 rivers that run through the property, and they have so much rec. It's crazy, like river rec. So if you like to canoe or kayak or float or fish, they have it all. It looks so beautiful, and all the campsites are far enough from one another that you actually feel like kind of secluded, at least from the pictures. That's how I felt, and that is like how I like to camp. I don't need to like say good morning to my neighbor every morning. In fact, I don't want to say good morning usually, so like I was totally stoked about this. They offer fishing tours and then kayaking tours, and they seem super rad. And the owner that called me back was just like the most polite human ever. So I 100% recommend them. I can't wait to check them off my bucket list of places to go visit, because this site is crazy beautiful. And again, in my PDF, my Park It PDF, I will make sure that Arlington, Vermont, Camping on the Baton is bolded out, so you guys can go and you can check it out and then let me know. Okay, so here is my PSA for all my far out fam in Vermont. Let us make the movement move. If you are sitting here and you live in the great state of Vermont and you are upset that you don't have access to tiny home parking, like long-term tiny home parking, understand that you are not alone, and understand that there are people there that can help you. So if you, dear far out family member, are wanting to make the movement move, email me, farouttinyhomes@gmail.com, and let me know in what capacity you want to help. Maybe you understand how we can address the issues and you kind of understand what that could look like. Or maybe you've never done anything like this before, but you have passion and you have energy to put forward an endeavor like this. I would love to work with you to help you push it forward, and I would love to put you in contact with people that have been there, done that, and have much more experience than I, and we can all work together to legalize tiny home parking in Vermont. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for checking in with me every week. I'm sorry about the tardiness of my videos. I'm gonna get better at it as I get back into it. If you have a state you want me to cover, you guys, drop it in the comments. I'm really, the next state I read in the comments will be what I focus all my attention on. Or if you have a specific city or anything of tiny home parking topics, just let me know. Other than that, you guys are wonderful. Thanks again for tuning in, and you know what to do. Keep it groovy. Take care.